stop. I
I
don't like my
know.
ears. Good evening and welcome to Girlfriend Minute. I am Shar.
And I'm Pascal.
How are you this evening, Pascal?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. It's Friday.
It is
It's
Friday, thank God.
11:32.
I know we're a little bit early and we're on time this time with our
Woohoo.
podcasting.
Yeah.
So
How
that's
was your
always
work
exciting.
week? I know.
Good, good. I was glad to have that break for Thanksgiving and I got to spend it with, my family. Mainly it was all women. I went to my sister's house and then, my aunts were there, my cousin came and then my sister's kids were there and stuff. So yeah, it was quiet, relaxing, everybody ate.
That sounds like a lot of people and not quiet.
No, it is, but you know what? The people were in and out, so it wasn't really like and we watched a movie after we ate. We were all sitting there and watching a movie, so everybody was pretty
Oh,
relaxed.
nice.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was relaxed.
nice.
There was a lot of food though, I tell you that much.
Yeah.
But my sister has three big boys and I ended up making a tray for myself to bring it over here and I figured I'd munch on it the next couple of days and
Yeah,
it's always good. I don't know. Today
it
I had
is.
some and it was so much better than it was yesterday.
I'd had some for dinner tonight too,
Did
so if I
you?
don't have to cook, I'm not.
No, it's always a plus.
Yeah, so
Always a plus not to.
and it does. It just sits there and the flavors just kind of meld together a little more and it's good. So
They do. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. What did you end
so
up making?
next oh, I did the whole kit and caboodle. I had turkey and stuffing and homemade gravy and uh, I don't know, corn casserole because kids love that and green bean
Mm-hmm.
casserole and what else did I do?
You did. You did cook a lot.
I did. And I was by myself most of the day, and it was just kind of nice and quiet and peaceful. And while I was doing that, I was actually multitasking. I did all the laundry, which means I don't have
Yes,
laundry to do this weekend,
that's
too.
good.
It works out.
It
So,
does work out.
you
Yeah,
know,
why not? If you can catch up on it, I would.
yeah, it saves me. I try to get a little bit ahead, There's certain things I
Mm-hmm.
do wash on the weekend, but I did like all my work clothes and all that stuff. So,
Yeah. We
you
all
know.
kind of pitched in and I ended up making corn pudding. And then I
So
made
stop. You
yeah,
call it
yeah.
corn pudding.
Yes.
I call it corn casserole.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing with the Jiffy and the
Oh my God, isn't it amazing?
it's sinful. I mean, it's so easy and it's
It
not healthy
is.
for you, but
Not
it's
at all.
delicious. It's
Amazing. Everybody loves it. So of
yeah.
course, for Thanksgiving we always wait for it. I don't make it any other time of the
I
year.
don't either. I don't
Yeah.
either.
So
Because good
everybody
God, I
loves
could eat it
it.
by the 9 by 9 pan if I had
I
it.
know. I know. So I was like, oh, I ended up making four 13 by 9s. My aunt is gonna take one home because her kids are coming this weekend to do Thanksgiving, and
hmm
so they love it. So I made kind of one, and I just took them all over to my sister's because I was like, whoever wants them can have them. I'm
Yep.
not gonna deal with it.
Yeah.
Um, and so my aunt gave my sister money to go shopping and get the stuff. We had ham, we had ribs.
Ooh.
My sister did potato salad, mac and cheese. She did green beans. I did mixed vegetables, um, and turkey, obviously, ham. Did I say
Yeah.
ham? I think I already said
Yeah.
ham. And then mashed potatoes with gravy
Yeah.
and sweet potatoes. And what? What else? Oh, and then we had desserts. We had pumpkin
Yeah,
pie and
you didn't make it much.
well, we because her boys, I mean, God bless them. I mean, each one
I
of
did
them
make a
is like
pumpkin pie.
did
Yeah,
you?
I
Yeah.
did.
Each one of them is a tower, her kids. So they'll probably end up eating the rest. I just brought a little bit over, so.
Just a little.
Well, you
Just
know
feed the
what?
whole army. It's fine.
It is, yeah. Well, then that's what we do.
The list
I
just
don't know
goes
how to
on and
cook.
on.
Well, I don't know how to cook for small package. If I have to make it, I gotta make it big.
Go big or go home.
Exactly. That's how I always was. Go big or go home.
That's funny. You're just listening.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what?
Right. You're like, holy cow.
You had 3 different kinds of meats.
The Pennsylvania Army is coming.
I'm like, I had one. I
Yeah.
have one. I have one. I'll do the ham at Christmas, and
Yeah.
I'll do the turkey at Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Get out of here.
everybody.
The hell you doing?
And believe it or not, when you come to sit down and eat, you just eat a small plate and you're done. And I'm like, okay, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm done.
I
You know,
know.
I don't want to go back for more, but that's why I brought some with me. I eat it the next couple days, little here, little there.
Crazy
So,
girl. I
yeah.
think you had every meat group there was.
Well, my sister likes to make ribs. I normally like for our, Thanksgiving at home with my mom and dad when it used to be like that. We don't really do all that. I just make a turkey, that's it. And then I do the same as you where I leave the ham for Christmas time. And then we
Yeah.
make ham for Christmas time. But she made the whole kit and caboodle. She cooked all the meats. I just
Yeah.
did
I
the
mean,
sides, and my cousin did the desserts. We had German chocolate and lemon pound and then sweet potato pie, pumpkin pie,
Jesus.
and I think that's it. Yeah.
Crazy. That's a
It was
lot.
a lot. Yeah, it was a
It was.
lot.
We
Yeah.
kept it small and quiet. No, you did not.
Not
Don't
with the
plan it.
food, the people, not
Small
with
and
the food.
quiet. Small and quiet. Get out of here.
At
I
my
could get
house.
out the menu and be like, so I would like.
Yeah, I know, right? And
What are
believe
my
it or
2
not,
sides?
with my two sides, yeah. So, when my mom was alive and uh, we would get everybody in the family together. So all, her sisters would come over. And then, of course, my cousins would come. And then we'd have this, sometimes we'd make a table and have everything on the table and everybody will go through like a buffet. And
Yeah.
then sometimes we'll just put them in the kitchen on the counters. And then everybody kind of will go through and have a buffet. So for me to cook for a small group of people, that's too hard. It's too hard for me,
I will
but
teach you,
I've
my dear,
learned.
once you
Yeah,
relocate here.
you will teach me. Yes. Yeah, it is. I don't know. Well, I enjoy cooking too. So, oh yeah,
I
we
do
made corn on
too,
the cob too. Yeah.
I can, I bake the pie in the morning, and because
Mhm.
everyone's schedule, I cooked later because we weren't eating till later. So
Right.
I prepped in the morning, I made the pie in the morning, and then I had downtime, which is why I was doing laundry and stuff.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah,
So,
no, that's awesome.
you know, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's great.
it was simple and it was delicious, and we'll see how everyone feels about leftovers tomorrow.
There you go. Did you see your grandchildren?
I had them the night before.
You had them the night before. Okay,
I
good.
had them the night before, and she thought she was going to work an event. Then she said it got canceled, or she got canceled. She might have
Oh,
got
okay.
canceled, and
I see.
she, you know, did the other
Mhm.
family, which is fine. I saw them the night before.
Mhm.
Ozzy's in his chicken nugget phase,
Oh, yes, of course. I'm
so
not going to eat anything else except chicken nuggets.
chicken nuggets,
Yeah.
correct. That and peas.
Oh, really?
He loves green peas, so I always buy
Good.
frozen green peas. But if I always buy the big bag of mixed veggies from Costco, as
Yes.
like I don't have a fresh veggie, or I didn't look in the veggie drawer and we're out, whatever. And so I
Sure.
have just, it's always a backup. And he sees me get that out, and because I didn't have any peas for him this time, and I knew
Yeah.
he'd just pick out the peas anyways. And he's like, peas. And I said, I'm making them. I'm making
Oh,
them.
oh, that's good.
He goes running the kitchen table. I'm like, you gotta give me a few.
Oh, that's awesome. At least
Yeah.
he eats his vegetables.
Yeah, so he eats his well, the peas.
The
Well, he ate some
peas.
corn and carrots too, but he sits there and he
Sure.
looks for those peas, he picks them out. So he's so funny, and yeah, so I had them the night before, and
Mm-hmm.
so I did get to see them, and that works. They're too little. They don't know. They're just
No,
playing.
not right now. Yeah, later they'll
You
enjoy it a
know,
lot. A lot more. They'll
so
enjoy it later, at least spending
well,
time with the
You and I
family.
are doing a cruise next Thanksgiving, so it won't be a matter.
Well, after that, when they get older, not right now.
I don't care. I'm cruising
You
every
don't
year.
care? Okay. Are you? Okay. I like that. It's funny because my grandson, he won't eat anything but Lebanese food. Yeah. So my daughter will order. She said, I know if he doesn't eat anything, I always know that I can order from you and he will eat it. And we do have the big lima beans, the butter beans.
Mm-hmm.
So I make them as like one of the appetizers here. He loves them and he'll
Yeah.
run over and go, beans, beans, beans. Like, yeah, beans. And then he likes this like spicy sausage that we cut. And it's not
Mm-hmm.
crazy spicy, but it has a little kick.
Yeah.
He eats that. It's called Sijit, and then he eats lebne, which is like a cream cheese type of thing, but we put lots of garlic on it and mint.
Yum.
He will tear that up.
It's
Yes,
funny. It's funny with when they're little. My daughter, she's little. If someone had beets, she always just shoved her hand in the jar and would pull them out and eat them. So
I
her
know.
hand would get tinted in the dye.
Isn't it crazy like what kids like?
Yeah.
Some kids will
Yeah.
be just the chicken nuggets and french fries, and then you got cottage cheese over here and kale over here, and
Yeah. It's just weird. So.
it's crazy.
And Milani, she eats anything.
Does she? Good for her.
Hmm.
Good.
With her 5 teeth.
Well, yeah.
She's working
Anything
on it.
soft. Anything
Yeah.
soft.
Yeah. She's working on it. So
Mhm.
she pretty much will eat anything. I'll say something and text Brooke of what I'm making, and she's like, well, Milani will eat anything, and you're going to get the peas.
Right. Make sure you get a bag of peas.
Yeah, so he's so funny.
Oh,
So, but that's
should
about
make him
it,
some pea soup. You think he'll eat
right?
the pea soup?
I don't think so.
He
I don't know
likes to
what it is.
pick it.
He
He
does. He
likes
sits
to
there and
pick.
sorts through it and just,
Yeah.
yeah, has a grand old time. He's so funny. He just, um,
That's good.
he's funny. He really is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, that's good. They need their vegetables. So peas are vegetables.
So yeah, so he's funny. He's cute pie. So,
Oh.
but yeah, so I had them the night before, and
Has he seen your tree completely done?
yeah, he doesn't seem to care. Neither one of them seem to care about any of the trees.
They don't. Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, I would have figured Milani wouldn't, but him, he's a little bit older, but I
Well, I
figured
figured
maybe.
she'd want to tear into it in her walker.
Oh my God, yeah. She's gonna tear the whole thing
He
down.
mentioned this one in here,
Oh,
but the
maybe
other tree's
because
like,
it's his size.
maybe.
He's like,
But
I like that one. No,
yeah,
no.
he didn't,
Yeah.
Now
Oh
Murphy
yeah.
ate an ornament. Did I say that?
Oh.
James is like, he had a white ball.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. I'm like,
Well,
Mur, who did this? And he's like,
somebody, not me. So don't look at
yeah,
when I go to the bathroom, don't look at
yeah,
that.
yeah. As James pulled it out of his mouth.
Oh my God. Oh, that's
So,
funny.
but yeah, that's about it. I did a little Christmas shopping the other night online, so I have some things coming,
Good.
and for the babies and a few others, and yeah, so I'm just trying to get a little bit ahead of the game and keep it a little bit under control.
Good.
Behave
Good.
myself. So,
Well, you're ahead of me. Of course, I haven't done nothing yet. So I haven't even put a tree up here yet. I'm waiting for my pencil tree to come in so
oh,
that
you
I can
ordered
start.
one.
I did. Yeah, because I don't have much room in here and I don't want it to take over the whole space, especially when I got belly dancers belly dancing through here. So nice little cute tree full of candy is good enough for me.
Candy.
Fake candy ornaments.
Oh,
Those big fake candy ornaments.
I'm like candy.
That's my theme this year, fake candy ornaments.
Is it?
Yes.
So how many ornaments do you have?
I
Did you
didn't buy
buy?
any yet. I'm gonna go to Hobby Lobby. Probably Sunday and kind of go through the ornaments. I
They're
mean,
closed on Sunday.
are they closed on Sundays?
Yeah, they're Christian
Okay,
based. They're closed. Yeah.
that's okay. Monday's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Monday's good. I will go and take a look, and see what they got. And I'll just buy. I don't need a lot. I have a lot of balls and stuff here of all kinds of different colors. So when I put those up, and I have uh like ribbons that kind of look like candy canes. They're
Mhm.
striped and stuff, so I'll put those up. And then the rest of it'll just be, candy. Lollipops and candy circles and whatever they have. We'll see. I'm not trying to come out of pocket, so I
I
need
hear
my
ya.
my pocket to stay full, as full as
I'm
possible.
trying to watch my pocket.
Mhm.
You know how it
Mhm.
is. You know how it
Well,
is.
we have
So,
to. Got a lot of
yeah,
things coming up.
we do. We
Yeah.
do. Definitely
Yeah.
do. So, I've
Yeah.
been working diligently on some things and I paid off 4 credit cards this week. So,
Yay.
yeah,
Bravo.
I'm working. I'm trying to
That's exciting.
get things lined up. So,
Yeah.
I was just like,
Yeah,
and
checking
all the money
off.
went,
That's right.
and I was like, oh.
Oh, that's okay. That's all right. As long as that is not in your head and you don't have a headache about trying to
Oh,
get
I
those
don't.
paid. Yeah,
I don't have
that's
a
all.
headache. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
There you
So,
go. What do you got
yeah.
for us this week?
Well, I asked, what are you holding on to that's holding you back? So, Pascal, besides the restaurant and getting that stress off your shoulders and having a life.
Yeah. Um, I mean, besides all that,
What
I
else is
don't
there?
know. I know what else is there, to be honest. I mean, this is like practically my whole life right now. Um, I
It is.
think
So,
I
is there
think
fear associated with that?
what, by letting it go?
Yeah.
Oh no, there's no fear. I have no
Oh,
fear about letting it go. The only
okay.
thing that maybe might hold me back from doing a lot of things would be my grandchildren,
Yeah.
because I would want to be near them.
Yeah.
And that I have a fear about, because I fear like I want to be there, as they're growing up, to
Yeah.
see them and to be there for them so that they know I'm there for them, that kind of thing. Um, as growing up, we always were close to my grandmother.
Yeah.
So I feel the need that I should be that kind of a grandmother,
Yeah.
you know. Not to say that they don't know that I love them or anything like that. I'm sure they do, because I do coddle them every time I'm there and play with
Oh, yeah.
them and all of
Oh,
that
yeah.
normal stuff, just like you do yours.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, I think that's a fear of mine, whereas like I want to see them progress through their life,
Yeah.
and I feel like I'm gonna miss something if I'm not there.
Yeah.
That's kind of holding me back from like venturing. Vacation wise, I'm okay, but actually like moving and being far away, that's a little complicated.
Yeah. Well, that would be the same boat for me. I have kind of in the mindset that I love them and I want to be a part of their life. I don't want to raise them. You know, I
No,
don't
we
want to
did our
raise them.
raising. Well, we
Yeah, we
did
did
our
our
raising
raising.
already. Yeah.
So,
Not our job.
correct. So, um, yeah, where there's a will, there's a way. There's always a way to work things out
Mm-hmm.
and do things. Because not to sound selfish or anything, but I talk to many people every day. That's what I do. And I have patients that I know who, their grandbabies, all of them live out of state.
Mm-hmm.
And every year they spend, just once a year, they spend maybe a month on the road and travel and see them all and spend some time with them all. And then they do the FaceTime and all that too. So
Sure.
they get all that as well. So they
Sure.
said it's a good thing for technology. It makes some of that distancing easier. But she's like, my kids had to go off and live their own lives. And
True.
so, I listen to everybody, and there's some of the complete opposite. Like I have to follow them. I'm like, well, I don't know if that sounds healthy.
Mm-mm.
You can't follow them everywhere and stuff. So I listen to everyone across the spectrum about, their thoughts and feelings. And I have come to the conclusion that I'm still young enough that I'm a young grandma. You're a young grandma,
Mm-hmm. Yes, we are.
So, you know, we're going to have some time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We got to
We
make time
also,
to do our things that we
because
would
while we're
want to do.
young, yeah,
Yes.
because you don't
We
know
don't
what
want to wait
will
till we're
happen
60,
either.
70.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't know what's going to happen either in the
Absolutely
future.
not.
So, I still waver on it, but I hear just so many stories and how they make it work, and they're a part of their life. Like they'll show up for an important event. If they're going at Christmas that year, they're there for recitals and different things and shows.
Sure.
They're going in the summer. The parents may be going away for the weekend. They're going to babysit a week and spend the whole week
Hmm.
with them at their parents' house. So I hear all kinds of things that make it.
Make it a little more easier to kind of watch them grow as their life
Yeah,
progresses.
like
Yeah.
my uncle coming every summer. Yeah, I didn't know had him until I was 10, and because of the family dynamics and all
Hmm.
that stuff. And he came when my parents got divorced. And then he would come every summer for 4 to 6 weeks, and I looked forward to it.
Yeah.
Didn't have him the
Yeah.
first 10 years, but,
But he was
you
there
know,
for 4 to 6 weeks every year after that. So,
yeah. And I was in
yeah.
school and stuff and getting ready to go start summer vacation. So some of it, he was here while I was in school and stuff, but,
Hmm.
a few
Hmm.
weeks he was here and I was out. So, you know, it was always exciting. They're coming this summer. They're coming. So yeah, it just,
It
it's what you
is.
make it. It's what you make it too.
It
So you
is.
can
It is
you can
what
make
you
it a
make
good
it.
and positive thing. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Absolutely.
that's
Absolutely.
that's going to be my goal, is to make it a
Yeah.
positive.
Yeah, no, I mean, I want to go and I want to enjoy my life. I want to go on adventures and I want to do all of that stuff. I mean, I don't have to be sitting underneath my daughter, the whole entire
No,
time.
no,
And at the same time, like you said, there's technology and you can still talk to them even when you're far away.
yeah,
Um, and then when you do come and see them, the holding them and all that emotional, like touching and stuff like that is different,
yeah,
so it'll make it a lot more special,
yeah. So,
definitely. So, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. I just go with the flow. We'll see what happens, but definitely I'm going to enjoy my life and see things and do things, and it doesn't mean I'm going to stop my life because I want to follow them. No.
there are a
I
few like
don't
that,
want
and
to.
I'm like, oh, I don't know how healthy that is for anyone.
No,
Because at
that's too
some point
much.
you wonder if your child is thinking, God, mom, I feel bad
Yeah.
because you're by yourself, but you need to get a life.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You know,
Well, exactly. I mean, sometimes, like especially when they're married or something like that, like they need their own private time. They're gonna
yeah,
be there 24/7 all the time with them. Like that's
no,
that's a bit much.
correct.
Yeah, they need quiet time. Or they
So
need quiet time. They got to be a family
everyone needs their
themselves.
space. They need to be
Yeah.
a family. They need to have their own memories.
Yeah.
And you need to have your own space as well. I need to,
Mhm.
that's why I say
Yeah.
I want to be a part of their lives. I don't want to raise them.
Correct. Correct. And
You
if we're
know,
included on, those special days and stuff, that's positive memories for them to
yeah,
remember us by.
yeah,
So that's good.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
but
Well, what do minds like us think about? What kind of comments did you get on that one?
uh, well, someone wrote memories, so many memories. So I kind of know her, and I kind of, I don't know. I kind of get it, kind of don't, what she
Hmm.
said. Just kind of knowing her. It's hard to let go certain things, I guess, for her memories. Well, memories are memories. You don't let go of them. So
No, you don't. But I
there's
guess
certain
sometimes.
things there are events, I think, is what has happened that's kind of holding her back, the memories of certain events that have
Sure.
happened, and some of
Of
them not
course.
that long ago. So I think she's having a hard time healing from some things.
Mhm.
I think it's kind
Mhm.
of where she's at. Like for
Okay.
you, it's like the restaurant and taking big steps in your life and changing your life so you have more free time and a little more relaxed schedule so you can be healthier because the stress
Right.
will kill you. You know, the stress
Absolutely.
will kill anybody. So I think for her, she's struggling with healing with some things. And just to be, out there, she had a Belgian Malinois named Juno who got
Mhm.
cancer like my boy got cancer,
Mhm.
except hers had pancreatic.
Oh,
And she got about 6 or 7 months out of going to special treatments and stuff. And
sure.
it was her baby.
Of
She has
course.
other dogs, but he was special. She rescued him too. And so,
It's tough.
it
I'm not
is
gonna lie.
tough.
Like I had
It's
mine
no, it's not a
and
person, but I tell you what, my
doesn't
dogs think they're
matter.
people.
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter. They're
They,
still part of your family.
they're
Like,
part of my family. They're not a person. They do have feelings. If you step on their tail, they yip because it hurt.
of course.
They felt
Yeah,
that.
of
Today,
course.
Axel, for another 2 minutes, Axel just turned 9 today.
Ooh, happy birthday, Axel.
And I did not make it to public, so he gets his birthday cheesecake tomorrow.
There you go.
But so I think she's having a hard time healing from what she
Yeah.
went through with Juno. And so yeah.
Yeah, well,
Um
it's rough. It's rough whenever you go through that with a non-human, especially when they've been in your family for such a long time. So yeah, it's a hard one. And there are a lot of memories, eventually, hopefully they'll get better for her. And
yeah.
she's not going to forget them, which is a good thing, because I'm sure there's beautiful memories,
Yeah,
you
so
know? So,
so I think that's she's struggling with that healing process.
mhm.
Um, Someone wrote simply fear, and I can relate to that. When you're so
Yes,
used to just something, um,
change is hard.
it is. It's hard in many ways.
Yeah.
It's the fear of financial stability. It's the fear of, you don't have a crystal ball to know what's going to happen in the future with everybody and everything. When you make that change, depending on what it is, it can affect others, and you don't know what all that change is going to be as well.
Right. Of course. Of course.
You know,
Of
so
course.
it's it's
It's also
fear.
sometimes you think of the unknown, where you,
Well, it's always going to be fear of the unknown. You don't
yeah,
know a lot of things.
yeah,
But there's also those moments of anger and disappointment that fuel you to
you
push
get
through and go
going.
further and
Correct.
to
Yeah.
keep moving forward. So
Yep.
it's a tug of war.
It is a tug of war. It
It
is
is a
a
tug of
deep
war.
tug of war. Yeah.
So
Sometimes you just have to take that leap and move forward.
yeah.
Maybe, even if you don't succeed, but at least you can say that you tried,
Well, yeah,
and
not trying, you'll
hopefully,
never know.
yeah.
You can tell
And
yourself in
hopefully
your
it's
head.
not something that is, um, like in a bad way, like to leap forward and then something really bad happens, at least you'll be able to say, hey, listen, you know what? I did try that. I tried my best. I couldn't succeed at it, but you know what? I did my darndest. So
Yeah.
that's it. That's all you can do,
So
and who
yeah. So
knows? Maybe it might be a positive thing,
yeah.
and the
Yeah.
world could change for that person.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's
Yeah.
all that, and that's the excitement. The other side of the fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, that's the
Yep.
excitement. The other side of the fear. So
Yeah.
it's yeah. And so I know personally for me when I get angry about something, it makes that step towards change or the change itself that much easier to
Same.
take.
Same.
It's like
Yeah.
I've had enough.
Yep, that's right.
So, yeah.
Causes you to
So,
push yourself to move forward.
yeah. So, you know, there's a saying that I say, I've said it to people, what you allow will continue. So while I like the saying, I don't like it because
Hmm.
some people use it and they abuse it, if that makes sense.
Yes, yes.
in the sense that they preach it and never practice it.
That's the problem with a lot of people
So
is that
there's a lot of
they,
preaching and no practicing.
a lot of, yes, believe it or not, I have a lot of people that surround me that do that,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But,
So
you
yeah.
know, what
So
are you going to do?
well, it's up to them.
Yeah, you just listen, be a good
You know,
person and
it's
listen.
it's up
Maybe
to
that's all
them.
they need is that comfort for you, for somebody to have an
Well,
ear.
at some point, it's you got to stop crying wolf too.
Well, exactly. Thank
You
you.
know,
Exactly.
we all take our steps in our different ways. So sometimes people don't know about what the other's doing, and that's okay too. But
Yeah, that's true.
because it's not for everyone to know. But
No, no.
is that a giraffe on your cup?
It is a giraffe on my cup. This is actually from the Pittsburgh Zoo.
Oh,
Yeah, I got it. So I use it as my water cup. It's about 32 ounces. So I know that if I'm drinking my water and stuff, I know.
you're getting 32 ounces in that cup every
Correct. I
time.
know every time I fill it up and drink it. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. I was like, oh, we're getting one of these.
All
And
right.
plus the best part of it, real quick, and because I'm not a straw person, I hate straws, but I am drinking from a straw tonight just because it's a smoothie. The best part is that it has just like a hole there, so you
Yeah.
could just chug it.
So you said you're not a straw person. I want you to know that I use in my cups, they come with straws. I use them almost every day.
Yeah.
Since the new job, I can't get my 40 ounces in. I'm lucky. I drink my protein shake in the morning. I drink my water with my amino acids in the morning
Mhm.
at home because I know
Mhm.
once I get to work, drinking is almost impossible. That
Yeah.
I can't even touch my 40 ounces of water until almost time for me to leave. It's
Oh
just so
my.
busy.
Yes.
It's really bad probably for me health wise, but um, on the
It's
weekends I
tough
can crank it
sometimes.
down. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just so
It's tough
busy.
sometimes. It is. It is. When you get busy, it's like you forget everything.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, that's us human beings. We just forget
yeah.
everything. I do. I forget to eat. I
I
forget
can
to
only
drink.
multitask so much, I can only multitask
Exactly.
so much. So,
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Yep.
But yeah, so sorry for that. I'm like, oh, those giraffes.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah, they're cute. They're from the Pittsburgh Zoo. So
So,
we had a great
um,
time. We took the kids there.
yeah, I bet that was fun.
Yeah,
That
it
was
was.
fun.
Yeah.
Someone wrote nicotine addiction. So yes, I hear that is a tough one. I'm sure just like alcoholism, but
Yeah,
you can do anything you set your mind to, and
absolutely.
excuses are just excuses. So
Absolutely.
if
That's
you want to
right.
beat it and you're ready to truly beat it, you will.
Yes. You
But
have
if
to
not,
have
you're
that
just going to keep
mindset.
talking about it.
Yeah. Where there's
It's
a
just
will,
that
there's a way.
simple. Yeah, absolutely. It's just
Yeah.
that simple.
Yeah.
You know, you
Yeah.
know. Don't fool yourself. You can do it.
You can.
You know. Yeah, I couldn't imagine having that little item control my life.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No. No. That's too much. When something
In the
small like
meantime,
that
you've
is
got to.
controlling,
Just
well,
kidding.
it doesn't
I'm
control my
just
life
kidding.
though.
I know, I'm kidding.
I have a hookah, so it doesn't
Yeah.
control my life. It's just
Should see
something
hers. It's
relaxing
like.
tradition. Yeah. It's just a hose.
Yeah. Oh, that's all.
Well,
Yeah.
and you can't carry it with you, so it's not like I can take it everywhere and take it in the car and do this and do that. So that's a good thing. But
Yeah.
I
So
haven't.
I
I don't
go
do
on.
it. But for some reason, like this type of nicotine, I guess you can say, um, I could drop it anytime. I don't have to
Yeah.
do it. It's not a necessity. It's
Yeah.
not something that I must do every single night, or I have to do it like 2 or 3 times a day.
Yeah.
It's not. It's different, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Although same but different. Not that it's good for you. I'm not saying that it's good for you, but yeah, I get it with the nicotine. Yeah.
Yeah.
My parents
So
were smokers and they had a very hard time
did they?
trying to stop. The only time that they actually stopped when was my mother was diagnosed with cancer, throat cancer.
Really? Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So she came home. I never saw her pick up a cigarette after that.
Yeah.
But then it was too late. The damage has
It,
already been done.
yeah. So,
And her lungs and stuff.
yeah. So my
Yeah.
parents smoked. I know
Yeah.
my mom quit for some time, and then she was a closet smoker. Like she didn't know I was smoking when we were in high school. I knew
Uh-huh.
she was smoking.
Right.
You don't find buds and plants on the porch for no reason.
Exactly, right?
Like she won't ever
Surprise.
pass by and look at that plant.
All right. Yeah, that's
So
funny.
it became a thing where it kind of pissed me off. So like if she had a full brand new pack in her purse,
Mm-hmm.
I would take it and put it at the bottom of the trash. And
Mm-hmm.
then you could hear her in the room at night trying to find it and being
Oh,
angry.
yes. My mother used to be angry too
I
if
was
she
like,
couldn't find it. They used to be vicious.
bummer.
And you know what? What's
And she never
funny?
said anything because she didn't want
No?
me to know.
Oh, of
So,
course not.
so that
Of
was my
course
way
not.
of like, I know.
Yeah. I know, Mom. I got you. I
Yeah.
got you. It's all
Let's
gone
see
now.
yeah, right. I flushed a few
At
down the
least for
toilet.
tonight. It's all gone for tonight.
Yeah.
My mother, we used to go to the Outer Banks, right? And if you go down there, the cigarettes are a lot cheaper down there as far as the cartons
Oh,
go. So my mother, every time we would go down, either to Virginia or North Carolina, South Carolina, wherever, like we would be vacationing, she'd always say, "Oh, will you bring home like a couple cartons of cigarettes for me?" I said, "No." She's like, "Why?" Because, they're cheaper and they don't cost that much in taxes and whatever. And of course, I would always give in, and do it up until the point where she was diagnosed. So,
yeah.
yeah.
No, yeah. I'd be like, nope.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah,
She
I've worked
would
with my
she would
mom.
she would like yell at me, like she would get belligerent on the phone. Like,
Yeah.
"No, you need to get them if you don't have them when you come here," like, wow, are they really taking over your whole life right now?
Right.
But
Yeah.
they
I
do,
mean,
yeah.
it's just, any of that stuff does. I just, it's,
Well, I can understand the person who commented. So, I mean, I get it. It does take over your
it's,
life if you let it.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, if you
Well,
let
that's
it.
why it's an addiction. It
Yep.
does
Mhm.
for a lot, unfortunately. Someone
Mhm.
wrote simply a grudge.
Mhm.
Do you hold grudges?
I do not. If somebody backstab me, I won't talk to them, but I won't
Yeah.
hold a grudge. Like if I see them out or whatever, I will say hi. And then
Yeah.
then it would also depend on the level of the backstabbing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So, do you really think it's holding a grudge or it's just learning a lesson and removing yourself from toxic people and situations?
I think it's just learning a lesson. I don't think it's a grudge,
I
but
mean, I think it's simplified by saying grudge, but like my oldest sister took from all the grandkids in the family when my mom passed, her
mhm.
grandkids, which includes our sisters, our deceased sisters' two kids.
Yeah.
So when I walked out with my portion of my mother's ashes, which will be 11 years January, I haven't spoken to her since.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, not one word. With that being said, she's never reached out to ask why or to
Yeah.
try to make amends, and she knows why.
Yeah.
So her husband is a very selfish pig. He feels he's entitled to everything.
Mhm.
And she got power of attorney when my mom was in a facility
Mhm.
with me not knowing, and the other
Right.
sister's already deceased. So her and her husband and two kids got all the money that
Oh,
was left
wow.
and took whatever they wanted out of her place and stuff and then left me with whatever they didn't want.
Mhm.
And it's like, you have a problem or something, you want to discuss it like an adult, then you discuss it like an adult. What you don't
Right.
do is hurt all the children of the family except your two.
Of course not.
So that was it for me. I don't know. I'm sure someone thinks you're holding a grudge. No, I don't even think we're blood related at this point. Like
Yeah.
she was the first one, and I was by far she's 12 years older than me. And like, I don't know how she can look at herself in a mirror.
Well, yeah, that's just outright wrong.
I
That's
mean,
like
she's not trustworthy. And if you're not
correct.
trustworthy, I don't have use for you.
Absolutely
Blood or
not.
not blood. So it's not a
Yes.
grudge. It's you hurt, and the kids know. And all the kids, they have nothing to do with her. As a matter of fact, my kids told me standing in her house, waiting for her to go get all our ashes that we were all getting. My daughter said to me, "I'm sorry, I know she's your sister, but I've never liked her."
Well, yeah. See, they know.
You know,
They feel that aura.
yeah. And she has no friends, and people don't like her, and she's mean and cold-hearted to some people. They're like, "Why is she like that?" I'm like, "I don't know. She's 12 years older than me." Because they're like, "You
Yeah.
don't do that stuff. You're not like that." No, I'm not. Stab me in the back, and you'll see what I'm like. But
Right.
I mean, but you know, she did wrong, and
Well, yeah,
like,
there's a right from wrong, and that's you just don't do that. Like that's
yeah.
not that was very uncalled for.
And they can play entitled, and they can play this, and they can play that. And the one thing my mom said was she wouldn't leave all her grandkids money.
Yeah.
And
They took
I
that
would
all
have,
away.
well, they got that power of attorney and they did what they wanted. And I would have
Hmm.
never done that to family that I cared about.
No, and I would have never
No,
done that either. No, not at
no.
all. That's not even a thought that crosses my mind,
Like, my
to
mind
be
isn't wired
honest.
to do that.
Mm-mm.
I may think, well, they don't deserve it or whatever, but this is what she wanted or whatnot, and this is how she left it, and blah, blah, blah. But, um, and her husband always felt entitled. I mean, at one point, he's like, "I'll help you put a wall back up in your house if you take her to live with you."
Yeah.
Now, she lived in a separate apartment on their same property. So it's like, she doesn't even live with you. She's got her own
Hmm.
space. I mean, he didn't even want her there. So, oh no, he didn't want her there. And I'm like, no, I'm not
Wow.
putting a wall up. I'm still raising my kids. My kids, I'm 12 years younger. My kids are younger than your kids by a significant amount. No, I'm not going to be
Yeah.
taking care of somebody. And,
So then
you
I
know,
guess she took that as, oh, I'm gonna take everything then, which
well,
is
again,
wrong.
he feels entitled to everything, and they're users. They're
Well,
users.
who cares about him? That's not even his mother.
No, it's not, but he feels like he's entitled. So that mentality, he's arrogant. That mentality, you know.
Yeah. Well, that mentality will get you in trouble.
Yeah.
So,
Well, he's still whatever.
yeah.
I'll say it.
Yeah, well, that's wrong. I agree with you. Like that's not something that for me to hold a grudge, it would have to be something very severe for it to happen because I'm not that kind of person. It doesn't
But
cross my mind.
does this consider a grudge, or is it just like, what? I just
I
think
just
this
don't want
is
these people in my
in my
life. Yeah, I
life.
think it's
I
probably
mean,
that. It
I
is
don't really
probably that.
consider it a grudge. I don't think about it like that. I just am like, what? If you can screw over your blood family, especially the
It,
kids of the
yeah,
family. It's the
well,
kids of that. Well, except her two, the other
yeah,
four.
yeah.
You know,
Well, some people don't care about blood, do they?
no, they
They
don't.
always say blood is thicker than water. I don't really
No,
believe in that saying, to be honest.
I don't either. I have
Yeah,
friends
because
like
if it
you and a few
was,
others that are closer to me than she's ever been. She's never spent a day with me
hmm
to just do fun shopping, like sisterly stuff, and she's never spent a day with my kids.
hmm
You know,
yeah, it's
so
crazy. That's what I mean. Like it's not. I don't care. I learned sometime you have to learn a big lesson, unfortunately. So, but like you said, yeah, it's a lesson learned. It's not per se a grudge.
yeah. I mean, I just
Yeah,
like I don't miss them. That's the sad thing, is that the holiday
well,
has
yeah,
drama. She create
exactly.
drama. I want to do it. No, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Just stop.
Right.
This is what we've been doing. Either come or don't. And
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. Nobody wants drama in their life. I was never a dramatic person, nor will I ever be a dramatic person. I mean, sometimes I can be. I'm not going to say I'm not totally 100%, but at the same time, I'm not dramatic where I'm going to backstab my family members. You're not
no.
dramatic at all. So,
So, but yeah. So, when people say, don't hold a grudge about certain things, I'm like, is it really holding a grudge, or did we learn a lesson?
yeah.
I don't think it's always about it being a grudge. It's, Um,
Well, you know what? In my family, my mom was one of eight children, and if someone did something, it was like we all were not allowed to talk to that aunt or uncle.
yes.
They
That's
were
how it was
very,
in the day.
yeah, they were very dramatic, and they would literally hold a grudge.
Yeah.
That's not a lesson learned. They would literally hold a grudge.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then years pass and blah, blah, blah. And then they get back together again. And then they do it
Yeah.
again. So
Yeah.
it's like this vicious cycle,
It it is,
and
It
I
is.
don't want to have to go through that vicious cycle. So I prefer not to.
Yeah. So, someone wrote, fear of change. I think I would be so much more successful if I took that leap, but I'm too comfortable to want to change my life.
Yeah, you were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, change is hard for everyone. But sometimes you have to leap. You have to take that leap forward. And whether it's good or bad, like we said earlier, you got to give it a try, got to give it a shot.
Yeah.
Comfort zone isn't
Um,
going to take you anywhere.
it is, no, it's
Mm-mm,
not.
no.
It's not.
It's nice, it's cozy,
Well, it's nice and cozy. Yeah, it
but if you
is.
want to climb that ladder or you want to be adventurous, it's not going to take you anywhere if you're going to stay in the same spot.
Yeah. So,
I mean, I know a lot
um,
of people around this area here, like they have never gone out of the United States. They had never gone out of Pennsylvania
hey,
to visit
I,
other
I,
states.
my uncle who used to come every 4 to 6 weeks, he was from Texas. I mean, that's where he
Yeah.
was stationed last. That's where he retired to. So
Hmm.
he brought Charles with him. Oh gosh, what was his wife's name? Anyways, that man was all Texas.
Oh
He had
gosh.
never been out of Texas.
Oh
And we're
my
talking,
God.
he was in his 70s when he came to Florida. His one and only
Wow.
time out of the state of Texas was he came to our
Wow.
house for 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, see that? See? Yeah, there's people who have never experienced an experience, unfortunately.
Yeah,
So because they're too comfortable.
yeah.
They're too comfortable.
So, yeah, I don't remember what he said. I think my mom asked, why you've never left Texas?
Mm-hmm.
My
Yeah.
mother hated Texas, not only because it was hotter, but because it was flat. I'm like, well, we live in Florida, it's flat.
Oh yeah, exactly.
But
Different
here in our
atmosphere.
area, yeah, there's a lot of, you know, flat
Yeah.
land with nothing on it. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but yeah, I mean, like
Texas
I
is very clean. I went to Dallas and it was very clean over there. Like
was it.
their highways, spectacular. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess compared to these highways over here, where every 5 seconds you get a bump into this and that and God knows what. But over there, they're like, wow.
Yeah,
I
it
was,
just it's he lived on land, and my first night in Texas after driving back, Charles and Evelyn, that was her name.
there you go.
We stayed at their house. No one told me about the train early in the morning runs along the property.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's still dark and that whistle goes off or
I
whatever.
was
I just
gonna
about
say, what
flew
the
out of
heck
my
time? What the heck time
dark.
was
It was
that?
dark.
Dark.
That's
It
all I
was
know.
dark.
I was 10 and it was dark.
Oh gosh.
I came out in the morning and they're like, "Did you like the train?" I'm like, "No, no,
No,
no."
no, not
They thought it was funny because I'm from
not
Florida and they saw
particularly.
where I live, so they're like, "There's no trains."
Yeah, yeah,
Certainly not waking me up at the crack of dawn. So,
yeah.
yeah, no, no, there's no
Well,
trains waking us
a
up at the
lot of
crack of
trains
dawn.
over here, so
Do you guys have a lot of trains?
we do. Yeah, actually, I can hear one probably. What time is it? 12:21. Like if I was home right now, I would hear it go by.
Oh, your
Yeah.
company moves out.
Yes. Yes. I know.
You've been waiting.
See, the leap of faith.
I
I
don't know if that's
have.
a leap of faith.
Yeah. But yeah, no, the train goes by around this time and then it goes by again probably around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock a.m. And
Yeah,
so I don't really hear it except if I'm awake at that time, but usually
yeah,
I'm kind of conked out
yeah.
after a long work day. But yeah, yeah, you can hear it. You can
I
hear
like
it.
trains.
Boop, boop. I'm like, Jesus.
I like trains, so
I do too. I do too.
yeah.
We have a lot of the holidays are coming up now, so there's a lot of holiday trains that kind of the kids can get on. They give
Oh,
them little candy
really?
canes. Yeah, you
Yeah.
buy a ticket and it goes, and Santa Claus comes out, and it's exciting. It's really nice. It's cute.
Aw,
It's
that's
cute.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have a train at Largo Central Park. It's small. And when
Yeah.
I say small, you sit on the little platform.
Yeah.
They're little, they're small. Not at all train size.
Yeah.
More like battery operated car size for kids.
Right. Yeah, that's like the
And
one
the
we have over
conductors,
here.
yes, once first Saturday of every month, they take kids around
Oh,
the
that's
park.
sweet. That's nice. That's fun
So
for
I
them.
would like to take them one time. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
haven't
Oh,
made
they
it
would
yet.
love that.
I think so.
Yeah,
I
they would
think he'd
love
have a
that.
good time. So,
We have
but that,
a city island over here, so the train in the wintertime it doesn't go, but during the summertime it's like every day. You go buy a ticket for like $1 and then you get in and then it
really,
takes the kids around City Island. Yeah, it's
what's
fun.
City Island?
So City Island is like a small island that sits in the Susquehanna River and it has horses on it.
Really?
Yes, and it has a big, huge baseball stadium. So for the baseball players that are in the area, uh, not like the pro ball players, just the
Hmm.
area players. They're called the Senators here,
Yeah.
so they play. And
So like our
so
Threshers.
correct, yeah.
Hmm.
So people just, go in and it's great walking because it goes around the entire stadium. You can walk around the entire stadium. So if you ever needed exercise or anything like that, a lot of people bring their bikes and they ride their bikes around and around and around.
Oh,
I don't know how many miles it is. If you do like 3 or 4 laps, it's a
yeah.
good count of miles. But
That's cool.
yeah, they used to have these little tiny huts too. They have one right now where they have like soda, like drinks, water, things like that. And oh, they also have the Susquehanna boat, also a river boat. And
Oh,
so you can get on the river boat and you can go down the Susquehanna and then they bring you back.
there's a song about that.
It is, yeah. And sometimes they have dinner there. Sometimes they have bingo there. Sometimes you can actually ask to get on there. And there's a small little beach and a beach club too over there. But I
Oh,
would never
cool.
swim in the Susquehanna River over my dead body, literally. It's gross.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever
Oh
swam in a lake?
no,
Yeah, not a good experience. Not when
no.
I'm used to swimming in the beach.
Yeah.
It's
See, I don't
totally
know.
different.
Yeah, I've heard that, and I've never done it. So
Now, the feeling in your toes because it's all mud
ugh,
and gross. Yeah, no.
yeah.
No, thank you.
Ew.
My daughter's friend, when she was little, when she was in like seventh or eighth grade, invited her to Mount Gretna. And Mount Gretna over there they have this big, huge lake, right? And then everybody goes there because they have like sand and they make it like a beach,
Yeah,
but on a lake.
on a lake.
Yeah, so she's like, "Oh, mom, come on, let's go swimming and stuff." So, I'm going and I'm not, "Oh, no." I said, "No, no, 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 no. I don't like this feeling. This feeling be on my toes. I don't like it. Mommy's getting out.
Yes, mom's done.
Mom's out. No, thank you."
That's funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
So I've never
terrible.
been in a
Oh,
lake. I've never been in a lake.
that's good. Don't put that on your bucket list.
It's not.
Mm-mm. No,
It's
no.
not. That's
No,
not.
no.
You know how I said I wanted to go on a cruise for Thanksgiving, and we talked about it for this last Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Couple I know did. They went to
Did they?
Belize and Roatan. They held sloths.
Oh,
And I was just
stop
like,
it. I need that in my
I
life.
mean, I held sloth on my birthday, but nonetheless,
I've
I
never
want to
held one. I would love to.
hold a sloth again.
Yes,
I
we
mean,
shall.
it's,
Of course, we
they're so
have to.
sweet.
They are, aren't they? They're
They
so
are.
gentle and
Yeah.
they just hang on to you.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Yeah,
And they
I
look at
love
you in
to.
those little faces. I'm just like, oh, take you
They
home.
do. I know. My daughter loves them. She
Yeah.
loves them.
Oh my gosh. In high
She
school, my
loves
son's
them.
sending me stuff. He's like, I need a pet sloth. And he's sending me all this information. I'm like, just stop. We are
Where are you
not
gonna put it? In a
getting
tree? In the
a pet.
house?
Oh, he would have had his room done.
He
He would
wouldn't.
have put a
Yeah.
tree in his room if I allowed it. No, no. That and that ant farm. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Ants Canada or something. Some guy where it's an ant farm where like the tubing goes all around the rooms and stuff. And
Oh
there these
no.
I'm like, and they're not your typical ants. I'm sure some of them have some kind of attitude or something. I'm like, no, we're not.
And they're
Stop.
probably
So,
gigantic ants and
so I
small
settled on the
ants and
Malinois instead. That was a year of videos and articles.
okay,
I've
there
had
you
all
go.
kinds of videos and articles on critters that he thought he needed to bring into this house.
Of course. Yeah, no.
The sloth, I'm like, James, I'm sure there's special licensing, but I'm not doing that.
Right. Right.
I don't think
Yeah.
that's allowed. If you could get I don't know, but that's a
No, I
no.
don't. Yeah, seriously. I mean, I would love to have something like that too, because you come home and, they greet you and, but
Well,
they're
is the
so
sloth really
simple.
greeting you?
Well, if you pick it
It
up
would
and it
take you
hugs
forever to
you,
get to the door.
well, if you pick it up and it hugs you, that's a
Well, yeah,
greeting.
that's a greeting.
Yeah, they're not going to come
So,
to the door, no.
yeah, no. So I settled on the Malinois, just made life easier. It's like, I can do
Hmm.
dogs. I can do, okay, just get a dog. That's fine. Let's go.
It,
Where is
they
he?
are a
He's how
lot
many
easier.
hours away? Okay, let's get in the car. Let's go.
Yeah, I got a fish.
Yeah.
Those are a lot easier.
You say that, but I do not like cleaning tanks. So I've done my
Yeah.
share of cleaning tanks
I
where I
don't
had all the
mind.
seahorses and I have spent hours cleaning tanks.
Oh, it does take hours. My God, especially if you have, one of those fish that just likes to poop all the time. Like, could you just stop?
Well, some of my seahorse tanks were 65 gallons.
Oh no,
So
yours were big. Oh,
cleaning,
yeah,
it was a chore, siphoning out half
absolutely.
the water and moving the horses to another and yeah. So
No, I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about a
yeah,
little tank, that you could
yeah,
look
no.
at and
So a tank to me is still a tank of work.
yeah. Well, I got one for my grandson,
Yeah,
and it's a beta fish, and
yeah.
he named him Sour Cream. So that's his name, Sour Cream. So he feeds it his pellets and everything, and it's very
Oh,
happy.
that's cool.
Yeah, it's very happy,
It's
and
teaching him responsibility at a young
yeah,
age. That's cool.
yeah. And he comes and he goes, "Hi, Sour Cream, are you okay?" He
Sour
likes
cream's
to
like,
play
yeah,
dead.
yeah.
Yeah. He knows though. He knows when he comes. He
The
knows
the
when he
beta
comes that
likes to
he's gonna
play
feed.
dead.
Yes, the beta likes to play dead. It sits up like this next to the heater. I don't know what it's doing. I have no idea what it's doing. I'm like, "Are you okay?"
I'm gonna float and upset everyone.
Yes. And then sometimes it'll like be like in a certain way, like diagonal or something. I'm like, "Are you okay in there?" I don't know.
I don't know.
He likes it. Sour Cream likes his tank, so he's good. He got little plants in there and a nice heater and a filter and he's happy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That's cool. I like the name.
Yeah. Yeah. That was the easiest name he could say. Sour
Aw,
cream.
sour cream.
Sour cream.
Aw, oh,
Yeah.
that's sweet.
Yeah.
So that was it, my dear. It was kind of short and sweet, and
Short and sweet. Yes.
and I don't
Well,
know.
everybody take a leap out of your comfort zone. I mean, I know sometimes you get scared, and as long as it's not hurting you in any kind of way, give it a
It's
shot.
positive,
Yeah, give it a shot. You
you
never know
know.
until you try.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, you never know until you try.
You
And then
know.
if you tried and oh well,
And that
didn't
there is
work
a
out.
difference between life lessons and grudges,
Well, there is, yeah, a
you
lot.
know. So
Hmm.
it's easy for people to simplify things and
It is.
whatnot.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, it's things aren't so simple always. So,
No, no, definitely not.
you know,
Okay,
so
well, we appreciate each and every one of you for listening in every week. And if you guys have anything that you want to comment on, or please leave it down below, and Shar will get back to you. And also, if you want to listen to a topic or have a topic in mind that you want us to talk about, also leave that there. And we do email too as well. And I will turn it over to you. Tell
turn
the
it over to me.
beautiful people where we are.
Where are we?
We're everywhere.
We are everywhere. We are everywhere. So yeah. So we are on Spotify, Amazon, Samsung Podcasts, Podcast Index, Listen Notes, Apple, Google, Pandora, TuneIn, iHeart, Deezer. We are Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Patreon.
Patreon, yeah.
I almost
Yeah.
said Pandora. I don't
Yeah,
know
I
what
know. I was
Pandora.
waiting for that, but yeah, Patreon, yeah.
I was messing
Yeah.
with my phone because I wanted to make sure it didn't set my alarm for 5:45 tomorrow because I
Oh
just
dear God,
upgraded
no.
tonight and I would have just like, but everything was fine. So I was like
Oh,
messing with
good.
it, going, okay.
Yeah.
It goes off
Just
at 5:45.
make multiple alarms.
Oh
And
no, I
leave
just
the
have
ones
one.
that you normally. Oh, I have multiple. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just have the one. So if I have to change it, I have to shut that one off and add one. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, I just have the one and it's set to go to bed. My phone goes to bed at 11 and wakes up, I don't know, whenever it wakes up in the morning on non-alarm days. I have no idea. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I get it.
you know, so
Do you want a hummus and a gyro? This guy never came and picked his up.
I do. I'm actually hungry and don't feel like turkey. So can you send that? Just
I will send it right over.
here's my
Absolutely.
hands.
I will. Ready? Here you go. Yeah, what a
Oh, a
jerk.
gyro and hummus. Oh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. A lamb
yeah.
gyro, tzatziki on the side,
Yeah.
and a hummus with bread.
Mm. How could you not come for that?
I don't know. He said he was coming. I called him, but oh, well, well. Anyway, I didn't
So,
lose anything. So,
no, no, you did
yeah.
not. So,
No.
anyways, I have a hair appointment tomorrow. What are you doing this weekend?
Ooh, nice. Well, I just I made grape leaves tonight, so I have to cook them tomorrow and I have to go to the bank. And that's really about it. That's all I got for this weekend.
Are you getting me some cash out or what are we doing?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Hey, you know, you can't blame me for trying. It doesn't hurt to
Yes.
ask. What's the worst? You just say no, which is what I expected.
Yeah, yeah. But I didn't. I said, why not?
Yeah, I know. So that was more positive of a response than I
There
expected.
you go.
You
Absolutely.
know,
I
so
always try to be positive, even in the
anyways,
hardest times.
well, I hear you.
I
Sometimes
try,
sometimes it's
doesn't
hard to
work.
be.
Yeah, sometimes doesn't work. It
I
is what
know.
it is. But it's always
It
a
is.
pleasure.
Yes,
Thanks
my
for
dear.
being my Friday night date.
As always.
Yes. And we will talk soon. Enjoy getting your hair done tomorrow.
My hair did it.
Your hair done.
Did
Did
it.
it. Did it. Did done.
Yeah, did done.
Yes.
You have a wonderful rest of your night.
You too.
Thank you. I'll talk to you
Bye.
later.
Yep. Bye.
Bye. Oh, wait, this is the button.